Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this afternoon's Convocation ceremony as we celebrate our graduates in certificate, diploma, and applied degree programs in our School of Business. At this time, I'd like to ask you to join me in one more big round of applause for this very talented group of individuals behind me who, under the direction of Raymond Burry, form the MacEwan University Jazz Band. We will commence our program in just a few moments, but before we do that, I just have a couple of housekeeping items that I would like to just draw to your attention. First, the Winspear Center is an acoustically responsive hall, and therefore we had asked that if you are carrying any electronic devices with you this afternoon, that you take a moment now to turn those off and to leave those turned off for the duration of the ceremony. We have arranged for a professional photographers to take photos of graduates as they receive their parchments. Information on how the graduates can obtain these photos will be available to them sometime after our convocation events this week. When you pass through the foyer area, I presume that you notice that there are a couple of MacEwan University backdrops, and we would certainly encourage you to make use of those in taking pictures of your graduates today. Should you wish to take photographs of your graduate as they cross the stage to receive their parchment, we would certainly welcome you to come to the your right, my left side of the stage here, where you can congregate, and we ask that you come maybe about 10 people in advance of when your graduate is expected to cross the stage to line up to take your photos. Once you have taken the photo of your graduate, then we just ask that you kind of clear out of the area and return to your seat. There will be ushers in the area that will kind of guide and direct you as appropriate. And finally, I just want to comment that today is indeed a wonderful and celebratory event as we recognize our graduates for their achievements at MacEwan University. And as I said, we'll begin in just a couple of moments, but I think we have some time just to hear one more musical selection from the MacEwan University Jazz Band in preparation of this afternoon's ceremony. So sit back and enjoy.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry. I'm gonna take the town and turn it upside down. I'm gonna live, live, live till I die. They're gonna say, what a guy. I'm gonna play for the stars. Ain't gonna miss a thing. I'm gonna have a fling. I'm gonna live, live, live till I die. The blues I lay low, I make them stay low. They'll never trail over my head. I'll be a devil till I'm an angel, but until then, hallelujah, gonna dance, gonna fly. I'll take a chance riding high. Before my number's up, I'm gonna fill my cup. I'm gonna live, 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 live till I die. Stay low, they'll never trail over my head. I'll be a devil till I'm an angel, but until then, hallelujah, gonna dance, gonna fly. I'll take a chance riding high. Before my number's up, I'm gonna fill my cup. I'm gonna live, live, live till I die.
Once again, please join me in a big round of applause for the MacEwan University Jazz Band. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, if you are able, I would ask that you now please rise. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you this afternoon's mace bearer, Dr. Joan Patrick, an instructor in our Business Management Diploma program in the School of Business. Dr. Patrick is carrying the university mace, which was donated to the university in 1997 by its namesake, Dr. Grant MacEwan, and became the official mace in 2008. It is especially meaningful to the university as it was the walking stick that was hand-carved by Dr. MacEwan. Further information on the mace and other Convocation traditions can be found in your Convocation program. I'd ask that you now remain standing for the academic processional.
Graduands, distinguished guests, members of the stage party, faculty, ladies, and gentlemen, my name is Mike Seklich, University Registrar and Marshal of Convocation. Please remain standing and in respect, remove all hats except mortarboards for the singing of our national anthem led by Ms. Shannon Hunt. Thank you, Mrs. Hunt. Please be seated. I declare MacEwan University Convocation open. It is intended to honor our 2014 graduates. We are honored to have you here with us on this occasion. The word convocation comes from the Latin word convoco, which means to call together by summons. It is traditionally used in connection with an ecclesiastical or academic gathering. Convocations are called for the conferring of degrees, diplomas, certificates, for special announcements, and for the recognition of outstanding achievement. So it is today that we call colleagues and friends together to honor MacEwan University's graduates and award recipients for the Spring 2014 Convocation. For the invocation, I now call upon Mr. Ray Can, student member of our Board of Governors.
Thank you. It is my privilege today to read the invocation. Through learning, we flourish and help others to flourish. We stand here today on the brink of an important change for ourselves and for the world. Inspired by the past, we now step forward to transform the future. Engaging with others, we cherish the diversity of experience within our communities and ourselves. Through perseverance, we excel. Through compassion, we connect. Through creativity, we thrive. Through knowledge, we grow. Through all this and more, let us forge a legacy to nurture, to inspire, and to endure. Moved by the Spirit, strong in our knowledge, we move out into the world with open arms, open mind, and open heart. We pledge to leave the world better than we found it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kahn. I will now introduce members of the stage party. Members of the stage party, please remain standing once you've been called upon. Audience, I would ask that you please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. First, I would start with our Board of Governors Chair, Mr. John Day, President, Dr. David Atkinson, Provost and Vice President Academic Dr. John Corlett, and Academic Governance Council Vice Chair Mr. Chris Hancock. Now would the members of our Board of Governors please rise. And now Vice Presidents and Associate Vice Presidents also rise. Now I ask the Deans and Associate Deans, members of the University's administration, Associate Registrars, Directors to rise. I now ask representatives of each of our associations, faculty, staff, student, and Alumni Advisory Council to rise. Our mace bearer and award recipients, please stand to be recognized. Joining us today are members of our academic faculty and staff. Will all faculty and staff of the university please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your stage party. This is your university. Please join me now in acknowledging them. Please be seated. Now I would like to call upon Board Chair Mr. John Day to bring greetings on behalf of the MacEwan University Board of Governors.
Thank you, Mike. Well, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for coming. My name is John Day, and I serve the university as Chair of the Board of Governors. I'm very happy to have the opportunity to speak to you today. Before I begin, I'd like to recognize some of our board members who are with us today, Mr. Ross Harris and Mr. Ray Kahn. Thank you for coming. We have a very strong board at MacEwan University, and as a young university, our board is very important to us. I'd also like to welcome our special onstage guests who will be introduced later, and the friends and family of our graduates. Your presence in the lives of our students has helped so much to get them to this point. Convocation is the perfect time to celebrate our students and recognize their achievements. We have students about to head off to graduate schools around the world. Others are about to begin careers that come as a result of their hard work and dedication to their studies. Still others are participating in research in all disciplines and receiving grants to support their work. We have students and alumni writing books, winning awards, traveling the world, and helping out in their community. This is life at MacEwan University. It has been your life as students, and it will continue to be your life as alumni. My hope is that even after today's celebrations, you will follow the news from our university, just as we hope you will share your news with your Alumni Relations Office. Recently, we've been in the headlines for the new Center for Arts and Culture building that will begin construction this fall. This new building will allow us to move forward in our downtown campus strategy and to consolidate operations at our city center campus. It's exciting news not only for the future of the Faculty of Fine Arts and Communications students, but also for the entire university community. The Center for Arts and Culture will be something to behold. Designed by architect Bing Tom, the new campus will open in the fall of 2017, and it will be a place that will enhance the university experience for all students. The Center for Arts and Culture is a testament to our commitment to making our community a better place. By striving to create spaces in downtown Edmonton that are both practical and beautiful, we reflect our forward-thinking community and our shared desire to build our downtown. As a developer, I've seen a lot of changes over the years. Since the construction of the City Center campus some 20 years ago, MacEwan University has shown it's serious about city building, and this is just the beginning. But as someone whose career is built on developing spaces for people, I know a building is so much more than just bricks and mortar. The structures we create come to life through the people who live, work, and learn inside them. Of course, great buildings define a city, but it's the people for whom these buildings are constructed that are the beating heart of it. Our new building is about providing space for our students and faculty as they pursue any number of creative and academic careers. Our new space is a gateway to our neighboring communities and a hub for people throughout the city, including everyone here today. Our growing and evolving campus builds on our framework for knowledge and education. And celebrating education is the entire reason we're here today. Every one of you students has dedicated hundreds, if not thousands, of hours to your degree, diploma, or certificate. That education began before you came to university. Some of you arrived straight from high school, while others went straight into the workforce and experienced the first part of your education out in the workforce. The university education is about finding clarity and passion and defining your future. Sometimes the inspiration for the rest of your life journey happens while you're getting your education. Other times it happens while you're in the work world. We have students like Charles Ma, who came to university in his mid-20s after spending time in the workforce. Charles worked in the real estate industry before discovering his passions for law and travel could be one and the same. He's currently studying a Bachelor of Commerce and aspires to get his degree in international law. He likely would not have followed this path without the educational experience his personal and work life had to offer. Martin Luther King is quoted as saying, "Intelligence plus education, that is the goal of true education." I hope in your time at MacEwan University you've achieved both. Your intelligence is what you know and how you use it. Your character is an accumulation of all you've experienced to make you who you are. Whatever stage of your life you were in when you came to university, now you're entering into a new stage with hundreds of other graduates here today. You're moving out into the community now, honing your skills, picking up new ones, because education is not a finite process. To stop educating yourself is to stop growing. This applies to our university as well. This institution will continue to grow as it moves towards its 50th anniversary in 2021. We remain focused on providing the best for our students and the best return on investment for our stakeholders. We will continue growing and maturing just as you will, and together we will work to leave the world a little bit better place than we found it. I know the education you've received will serve you well, but a university education is about the potential to become better. It's about giving you the tools to succeed. It won't automatically make you better, but it is giving you the skills to figure out how to do that. I know many of you will do amazing things in our community and beyond. I encourage you to make it part of your life to give back to the community in which you live. And we very much look forward to seeing what you can do with that. It's been no secret that MacEwan University wants to provide the best for its students, the best learning experience, the best faculty members, the best resources, and the best facilities. We also want to create a place that you, our alumni, can return to. The doors of our university are open, and not simply to release you out into the great wide world ahead, but to give you a place to come back to. And we hope you do. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Board Chair Day. I now call upon MacEwan University's President, Dr. David Atkinson, to address today's graduates.
Mr. Board Chair, members of the Board of Governors, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, colleagues, friends, and on this occasion, of course, graduates. I don't have a fan out there. Welcome, everyone, to Spring Convocation for 2014. Convocation is the most important event of the university calendar, signaling as it does both an ending and a beginning. It is an ending for you who are graduating today, but it is also a beginning because for what you have achieved here at MacEwan. It is the beginning of something else, as we hope you build on what you have learned here. I wish to recognize and to congratulate you, our graduates. We are so proud of what you have accomplished, for there is no better measure of a university's success than the success of its students. Many of you have family and friends here today, and I want to recognize you as well for how you have supported your students over the last few years, and for how you are here today to celebrate with your student this most important achievement that Convocation represents. Convocation is when we stop for a moment to celebrate the university's achievements, to remember its importance and what we aspire to do here, and on this occasion to recognize the achievements of our graduates. This is at once exciting and momentous. It is a day not to be forgotten. Universities are about tradition, as everyone who works and teaches at MacEwan and who studies here makes a contribution to our evolving history. We dress up in these strange medieval robes for a reason. They connect us with history and to its continuity. To remember and to be part of the MacEwan history is important. But this is not about hanging on to the past. Rather, it is about the excitement of building new things based on past achievements. Here at MacEwan University, we have been marching down an exciting path which defines MacEwan for the future. A new vision, a new set of strategic goals, a new strategic plan. What these reaffirm is that MacEwan is a university which defines comprehensiveness in a different way. And hundreds have been involved in this exercise: faculty, staff, students, board members, our community supporters. And it is their collective wisdom that has helped shape the exciting possibilities for MacEwan in the future. Even though we enthusiastically embrace our future as a university, we must not forget our past and all those who worked so hard to make MacEwan University the institution we know and in which we believe. We recognize our faculty and staff, each of whom contributes to our university. Universities are about people coming together, and in this they share a single ambition: to learn. The first-year student and the most senior professor have a single common goal, driven as it is by what perhaps most characterizes us as human beings: the need to know and to understand. The coming year will be an important one for us as MacEwan University continues to assert and to celebrate its identity as Edmonton's downtown university, and to continue to contribute to the city, which for the last 40 years has supported MacEwan so well and has provided us with a home. Just as Edmonton has done so much for MacEwan, the university has the responsibility to make a real and lasting contribution to the city. And most certainly we do. We provide facilities and programming to the community. We contribute to the local economy. We make Edmonton an attractive place for people to live. We reach out through our students and faculty to engage the community and to make it a better place for everyone. MacEwan University enjoys a very special place in the minds of Edmontonians. It enjoys a connectedness to community which it values and which it must continue to nurture. The most important thing we do, however, is graduate the students, who themselves provide the human capital that will drive and enhance the future of our city, our province, and our country. It is you, our graduates, who will make the world a better place. In so doing, we encourage you to experience the greater world in which you live. Remember that no person should live in isolation. We are all connected, and we hope you take from your time here an appreciation of the different and differing perspectives that enrich the world in which we all live. The last few months have been very important for MacEwan as we move ahead with centralizing our operations on the city center campus. And at the end of August, our South Campus, which has served us so well, will close. And we will welcome its faculty, staff, and students to the city center campus. In September as well, we begin the next stage of MacEwan's development on its city center campus. And here, it is significant that we have chosen to construct a new building aptly named the Center for Arts and Culture. MacEwan has long been known for its programs in the visual and performing arts, and our graduates have enjoyed impressive careers as artists, musicians, actors, and have taken leadership roles in the arts community in Edmonton and around the world. Growing on these achievements, the new Center for Arts and Culture, a $153 million structure designed by international architect Bing Tom, will provide additional opportunity for all students to engage with the arts. The center, though, is more than a new building. What is important is what it signals and represents. It is about enriching the educational experience for all MacEwan students, and is our way of contributing and enhancing to Edmonton's already vibrant arts community. That this new building will allow for future growth at MacEwan is an added bonus, as MacEwan increasingly becomes an institution of first choice for students. Our numbers keep growing, and I suspect in the coming years, controlling this growth will be a challenge. But we understand that whatever we do, we cannot do anything that might compromise the sense of community that students find so appealing about MacEwan. We must remember something else as well. Sometimes we dismiss the arts as a leisure activity and as something not as important as, say, science or mathematics, technology, business. Certainly, we would be foolish not to recognize the importance of these things, especially in our digitally driven world. But we would be even more foolish if we did not give attention to how the creative imagination drives everything we do, including the technology which characterizes our world. It is where imagination and creativity intersect that true achievement lies. And this is where the arts, theater, music, painting, sculpture exist. And so as MacEwan continues to celebrate its commitment to the arts, the extraordinary building we will be constructing, as iconic as the towers which already represent MacEwan, will send a powerful signal about our values and our place in driving the future of our city, our province, and our country. More than this, we know that the good life is defined by many things, including our ability to appreciate, to enjoy, and to be inspired by the arts, which, while enabling us to look deeper into our world, also appeal to the best of who we are. It is this goal which lies behind MacEwan's continuing commitment to the creative arts. In this, we remember something the great French sculptor Auguste Rodin said, that the main aim of art is to be moved, to love, to hope, to tremble, to live. Maybe, though, we don't need to go that far, and we need to remember nothing more than what Edmonton's own Tommy Banks said. The arts, he says, are the means by which we communicate our highest and most noble ideas. They'll always be a major force in any civilized society. When man discovered fire, there was already painting and dance. The ancient Greeks wrote plays we still perform today. We listen to and rejoice in music performed to the ancient kings and queens. We might be putting up a building, but we are doing so much more than this. You, our graduates, are part of this legacy, regardless of what you have studied. Never be reduced to pedestrian predictability, to the ordinary, to the safe. Listen to your imagination and to the possibilities it suggests, for it is here that the true richness of life lies, and the real value of your time at MacEwan takes form. Everyone here wants the best for you. We will continue to watch, knowing in that whatever you build, you leave a legacy of MacEwan University behind. Congratulations to all of you, and enjoy this very special day. Thank you.
Thank you, President Atkinson. I now call upon Mr. Ed Boodle, Alumni Advisory Council Chair, to introduce our distinguished alumni, Ms. Megan Dart.
Good afternoon. On behalf of MacEwan Alumni Relations and Services, I'd like to welcome you as new alumni and wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Each year, the Board of Governors and Alumni Relations recognizes the contributions and achievements of one of our alumni. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Ms. Megan Dart. Megan's activity in the Edmonton art scene has put her on the map. In 2013, The Wanderer Online named her one of Edmonton's top 100 influential women in business. Backing up its choice with a CV filled with arts activities, Megan is curator, artist liaison, and publicity manager for the Expansive Festival, street team member with the Arts Touring Alliance of Alberta, president of the Good Woman Dance Society Board, a board member of Art Scene Edmonton, and committee member with the Theatre Network and Theatre Edmonton Project. Megan is co-artistic producer of Catch the Keys Productions, producing unique art-based events. As an integral part of the Edmonton art scene for more than 7 years, she has worked with clients such as the Edmonton Arts Council, the Edmonton International Fringe Festival, Citadel Theatre, and produced the 2014 Mayor's Celebration of the Arts. She is also a spoken word poet with the Edmonton Slam team, which will represent Edmonton at the Canadian Festival of Spoken Word this fall. What is a slam team? Okay. In addition to her role in the arts community, Megan coordinated a national lobbying campaign involving more than 2 million Canadians and 2,000 commercial fitness facilities, which led to the introduction of the Children's Fitness Tax Credit and changed provincial and federal legislation. It's with great pleasure that I award the Distinguished Alumni Award this year to Ms. Megan Dart.
Really heavy. Thank you, Ed, for your kind remarks. I am humbled and honored to be here with you today. My thanks to MacEwan University and Alumni Relations and Services for this incredible honor. I am an artist raised by entrepreneurs, which means I'm a writer, sure, a playwright and a poet too, but more than that, I'm a boardroom broad, a nasty negotiator, a penny-pinching CFO, and when they say there's no business in art, I say you're looking at it the wrong way. You see, there's poetry in the politics of business, and taking a risk will always be theatrical. But if my life as an artpreneur has taught me anything, it's this. Put your passion on display for everyone to see, even if it scares you, especially if it scares you. And if you haven't found your passion yet, look for it in the little places, the tiny spaces of your subconscious, the spot your mind wanders to when you're not paying attention. You have it, all of you, and it's beautiful, wild, and begging to come out to play, so please, for the love of all that's good in the world, put it on display. And though it's a tad cliche, it's that for a reason, the money will follow. But please, do not confuse riches with being rich. Happiness and money are good bedfellows, sure, but may I suggest you organize your priorities alphabetically? Keep happiness before money, and the rest will follow, you'll see. Play. Every day. Loudly, proudly, weirdly, wonderfully play. Play games, play music, play make-em-ups. Do not forget the wide-eyed child who saw every vibrantly colorful detail of a world waiting to be discovered. Give that child a name, one only your make-believe friends can pronounce. Leave the chocolate smeared across her face, let the wind blow through tangled hair, and always save a moment to go outside, even if it's past your bedtime. Find the person who intimidates you, who you want to imitate most. Take them out for coffee. Ask them 1,000,000 questions, and when you think you've asked them all, ask them all again, and listen more closely than you've ever listened before. Fill an entire notebook with their wisdom and carry it with you everywhere. Let it be your guidebook to a life well lived, the how-to on how to become the next top 40 under 40. Fail. Gloriously and often. Let your failure catch fire. Study how it burns. Learn the difference between failures that catch quickly and those that burn long and low, cherry embers glowing. Keep the fire stoked, for that is what will keep you warm on long, cold nights when you think winter may never end. Never be embarrassed of your hunger for success. And when your tummy growls loudly in a room of people you hardly know, say proudly, "I came here to get my fill and I am starving." If there is nothing on the menu that whets your appetite, roll up your sleeves, head to the kitchen, and learn how to cook. You know what makes your mouth water. Trust you have the ingredients you need to feed yourself. Fun is a way of life, not a moment in time. And when you discover fun hiding between the cells of an Excel spreadsheet, you will unlock the potential of the universe. Stars will be named in your honor, and you will shine brightly and forever. Yours is the legacy of bravery. You are the risk takers, the movers, the shakers, the voice of a strange new generation that knows things can be different and bold, that old is not always best, but that the past is there for a reason, to show us how far we've come. So, go. Go loudly, proudly, happily, hungrily, go.
Thank you, Ms. Dart, for your animated and enthusiastic words and wit. I would like to now invite Dr. John Corlett, Provost and Vice President Academic, along with Mr. Chris Hancock, Academic Governance Council Vice Chair, to their respective podiums for the presentation of graduands and the conferring of credentials.
I'd like Megan to do my part.
I thought she was going to do my part.
So pleased to follow that. On behalf of the faculties and the schools of MacEwan University, I present these graduands and those named in the Convocation program who are not able to attend this ceremony. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the MacEwan University degrees, applied degrees, diplomas, and certificates which they have earned. Graduates, if you are able, please rise.
Graduates, my job is to ask that you join in the MacEwan University Pledge. So this pledge is not an oath, but an expression of purpose to which you should respond, "I will." Will you pledge yourself to use the knowledge, the experience, and the skills that you've gained at MacEwan University to serve your community and the world faithfully? Excellent. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the province of Alberta and upon the recommendation of MacEwan's Academic Governance Council, I admit you the degree, diploma, or certificate to which you're entitled and invest in you all the rights and privileges, powers, and responsibilities pertaining to this credential. Now I bestow upon you this credential as a solemn trust to transform, engage, and improve the world from this day forth to teach and learn from others, so that through your learning we all may flourish. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Corlett and AGC Vice Chair Hancock. At this time, our marshals will usher the graduates to the stage. We welcome back the MacEwan University Jazz Band as the graduates are being assembled.
If you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. It winds from Chicago to LA. More than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Now you go through St. Louis, Joplin, and Missouri. Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66.
Well, the music may have ended, but the magic will continue as we will now commence with the individual presentation of our graduates. We would like to remind you that if you wish to take photos of your graduate, please come to the area to the right of the stage as we approach your graduate's name on the program. An usher will assist you to ensure the smooth flow of people in and out of the area. With the exception of those taking photos, we ask that you remain seated during this presentation out of respect for all graduates and their families. Offering congratulations to each graduate, our Board Chair, John Day, AGC Vice Chair, Chris Hancock, Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Corlett, and the faculty's Dean and Program Chair. President David Atkinson will present each graduate with their credential on stage. He will be assisted by Associate Registrars, Mr. Tony Norad and Ms. Frances Billingsley. Off stage to your right is Miss Peggy Gilchrist, alumnus of MacEwan University. Ms. Gilchrist will present each graduate with a gift on behalf of the MacEwan University Alumni Advisory Council. Then I would ask each graduate to return to their seats after receiving their credentials. Now, I would like to call upon Dean Elfert, Dean of the School of Business, to present graduates.
Board Chair Day, President Atkinson, and AGC Vice Chair Hancock, I now present to you the following candidates for applied degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the School of Business. Leading the graduates for the Bachelor of Applied Business Administration in Accounting degree, Program Chair Darlene Lowe.
Rachel Elizabeth Anderson with distinction. Alessandra Karen Anderson. Ewana Dayak. Ronnie Kinshu Dur. Rajan Galseen. Natasha Colleen Harland.
Navpreet Hoti. Kaylin Marie Kelly. Derek Mikel Rivard, with distinction. Scott James Robertson. Manpreet Kaur Sihota. And lastly, May Gwen Tam.
And leading the graduates for the Accounting Technology Certificate, Program Chair Darlene Lowe.
Michelle April Labasher. Cedric Jan Adriano Perez. Alexandria Jillian Porette. Sue Christine Roberts Jewell. Tracy Lynn Smiley Adam with distinction. And lastly, Farzana Yesman.
And leading the graduates for the Accounting and Strategic Management Diploma, Program Chair Darlene Lowe.
Yuka Aida, with distinction. Tayabe Ameli. Braden Bryce Ankerstein, with distinction. Maria Rovi Barnechea, with distinction. Adama Sharif Bari. Emma Christine Boersma, with distinction.
Natalia Cajamarca Guevara, with distinction. Ellen Marie Cust. Samantha Christine Evenson. Eric Gilbo. Argy Hernandez. Harsimranjit Kaur, with distinction. Mitchell Douglas McDonald, with distinction.
Kimtaj Kaur Mohar. Petisiwe Moyo Dokotala. Ilriana Plana. Tracy Marie Pollard. Alexandria Gillian Porret. Ashley Quach.
Randy Rafin, with distinction. Rachel Lorna Reland. Sumit Sadruddin. Frishta Saifi, with distinction. Suzanne Brittany R. Skinner. And lastly, Chi Truk Tiu.
Leading the graduates for the Human Resources Management Certificate, Raina Rudko, Acting Chair.
And lastly, Lindsay Marie Ray.
Leading the graduates for the Human Resources Management Diploma, Acting Chair Raina Rudko.
Reginald Ryan Agozar. Adrian Crystal Bilhetty. Michelle Isabel Brady. Winnie Tsing Chen. Jillian Heather Chernica. Carrie Philomene Couture. Alex Dawn Curry with distinction. Leila Del Rosario Fosil Fuentes.
Leslie McCallum. Lauren Ray Melnick with distinction. Marissa Christine Pazder with distinction. James Arthur Bruce Robley. Muazzam Shah. Margaret Jocelyn Sherman. Morgan Smith with distinction. Megan Jude St. Germain.
Haris Ansensa Supleo. Wendy Maureen Thomas. And lastly, Cara Marie Wendland.
Leading the graduate for the Information Management and Library Technology Diploma, Acting Chair Tom Carter.
And lastly, Christine Alicia Kalinowski.
And now leading the graduates for the Legal Assistant Diploma. Acting Chair, Tom Carter.
Cassidy Sierra Brantner. Megan Diana Brent. Paula Melissa Barcelona Castro. Charlene Sharon. Chanel MacEwan Gomes.
Philana Konitz. Anita Carolyn Linneman. Diana Marguerite Longman. Emily Elizabeth McManus with distinction. Nikki Lee Michaud. Kaylee Ray Moen. Sherry Lynn Murray. Allegra Lena Pazder. Megan Christine Russ.
Raiza Sherbakov with distinction. And lastly, Amanda Ann Wall.
Leading the Library and Information Technology Diploma, Acting Chair Tom Carter.
Sahidur Perveen Amendalia with distinction. Bindi Katel. Jean-Pierre Reginald Chasson.
Laura Elizabeth Coburn. Stephanie Dawn Gaucher. Mason Wayne Giles. Darcy Lynn Hall. Patricia Bridget Hurlbert. Sabrina May Kotick. Zoe Lusky. Julia Yeeman Ma. Mavish Maksud. Michael Guy Papineau Couture with distinction.
Rabia Saeed. Brianna Christine Schmidt. Jocelyn Marie T. Lintel Heckert. Jordan Lucien Theriot with distinction. Winter Raven Weiss. Keely June White. Eva Yamashita with distinction. Gaesuk Yang with distinction. And lastly,
Leading the graduates for the Management Studies Certificate, Program Chair, Raina Rudko.
Kevin Robert Brooker. Adam Blair McNeil. Masuma Mohammad Amin. Darlene Robin Pankonen. Lastly,
And leading the graduates for the Management Studies Diploma, Program Chair, Raina Rudko.
Zain Ali. Jaya Anand. Philippus H. Bakker with distinction. Timothy Clive Baxter.
Sean Derek Boussière. Catherine Marie Caldwell. Navjot Singh Gill. Satvinder Singh Gill. Rebecca Victoria Gordon. Rajman Kaur Grewal. Hariharan Jagadisan.
Alina Zulfikar Kassam. Shazina Kassam Karmali. Matthew James Keene. Austin Krausert. Stefan Terry McGinn with distinction. Tabitha Meerholm. Mark Raymond Noble. Sarah Ann O'Neill.
Daraben Gopal Bahai Patel. Timmy Anthony Polydor. Minghai Rao. Jessica Rai Reed with distinction. Ses Tindrajit Kaur Sidhu. Simran Kaur Sidhu with distinction. Arvinder Singh. Yadvinder Singh.
Megan Skeed. Chloe Lynn Smith. Lauren Jade Taylor. Shornjit Kaur Upal with distinction. Cameron Robert Veldkamp. Angel Julianne Wagner. Jessica Aaron Walls. Bing Hui Wei. Tyrell Pearl Ann White.
And lastly, Samantha Young.
Leading the graduates for the Public Relations Diploma, Program Chair Colin Babiak.
Josephine Louise Hammond Thrasher, with distinction. And lastly, Paula Molly Nicole Kreba, with distinction.
I present to you those graduates from the School of Business unable to be present whose names are listed in the program.
Thank you, Dean Elford. This concludes the presentation of our graduates. Audience, stage party, please join me now in acknowledging our graduating class of 2014. We will now move to the presentation of student awards, beginning with the Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence for the School of Business. Dean Elford, will you please present these awards?
Dean's Medals are awarded in the School of Business to graduates who have achieved the highest graduating grade point average in their class. One award may be granted in a certificate or diploma program, and one award from a degree program. This year's Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence in a diploma or certificate program is awarded to Keely Runnels, a graduate of the Management Studies program. Unfortunately, Keely is unable to be with us this afternoon. On behalf of MacEwan University, congratulations, Keely. This year's Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence in a degree program is awarded to Rachel Anderson, a graduate of the Bachelor of Applied Business Administration Accounting program. On behalf of MacEwan University, congratulations, Keely and Rachel.
I would like to now call upon Dr. Corlett to present the Governor General's Collegiate Bronze Medal.
Thanks, Mike. The Governor General's Collegiate Bronze Medal is awarded to the student who achieves the highest overall academic standing based on their graduation grade point average and completing a diploma-level program. The recipient of the Governor General's Collegiate Bronze Medal, a graduate of the Human Resources Management Program, is Lauren Melnick.
Thank you, Dean Elvert and Dr. Corlett, and congratulations to Lauren. Audience, stage party, let's have another round of applause for our student award winners. I'd like to now ask Mr. Ed Boodle, Chair, Alumni Advisory Council, to provide a welcome to the newest members of our university alumni family.
I'm not hugging all of you. So I apologize in advance for what I'm about to say. I'm going to start off by telling a little story that I've told every graduating class for the last several times that I've had the chance to be up here. There's 4 students, 4 alumni from 4 universities in Alberta, the University of Calgary, Alberta, Mount Royal, and MacEwan. They climb to the top of a mountain. They get to the top of the mountain. The University of Calgary student says, "I do this to profess my love to the university," and he throws himself off the cliff. The Mount Royal student, not wanting to be outdone by the University of Calgary, stands up and says, "I do this to profess my love for my university," and he throws himself off the cliff. The MacEwan student walks up to the edge, says to the U of A student, says, "Listen, we don't want to be outdone by Calgary," invites the U of A student to come stand beside him. The MacEwan student says, "I do this not only for MacEwan, the province of Alberta, the city of Edmonton," and he pushes the U of A student off the cliff. So previously I talked to Megan about this SLAM team, and there's my submission to be part of this SLAM team. So my name is Ed Boodle. I am the current chair for the university's Alumni Council. As chair of the alumni, it's my pleasure to be the first to congratulate you on your accomplishments and welcome you to the community of more than 50,000 graduates that have preceded you. As anxious as you may be to get out of this place and run away from the trials and tribulations you've endured, I can honestly tell you from experience that you will never forget them. Now, I'm not saying that your time here will haunt you for the rest of your lives, but what I am saying is that those trials and tribulations will soon transform into successes and accomplishments. For the rest of your lives, every time that you pass by MacEwan, you will smile, and only the most memorable and enjoyable memories will come to mind. They say the most important contribution to the future of a school are its graduates. It is their accomplishments that give the school credibility and recognition on the world stage. Therefore, as you move forward in life, as your careers grow and lead you around the province, the country, and the world, we, the alumni, ask that you make an effort to stay in touch with us and let us know what you have become and where you are. The alumni office will always have a door open and a light on. We are ready to share your successes with the next class when you're ready to contribute to the school's future credibility. we will welcome the opportunity to hear your story. So send us an email, like us on Facebook, even tweet us. Most importantly, stay in touch. Now, on a personal note, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. I could quote Bill Gates, I could quote Warren Buffett, I could quote Steve Jobs, and I can quote many of these other people. But the other night, I was with my 6-year-old son, and we were reviewing quotes, and this quote was the best that I could come up with. You'll recognize this, I hope. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. You are the person who will decide where to go. Dr. Zeus. So good luck, everyone. My last bit of advice is recognize this day. Your families are extremely proud of you, and you can't imagine the sense of relief they are experiencing now that you've graduated. This probably would be your most opportune time to ask for money. Good luck, congratulations, and we hope to hear from you.
Thank you, Mr. Boodle, for that warm and humorous alumni welcome. This brings us to the closing moments of our ceremony. And at this time, I would like to thank all of the MacEwan University volunteers, faculty, and staff who helped make today possible. We invite our alumni to join the alumni celebration, which is taking place in the white tents located at the front of the Windspear. I now ask our board chair, John Day, to close convocation.
Thanks again, Mike. Thanks, everybody. So congratulations to each of our graduates. Remember our motto, Descendo Floremus, through learning we flourish. I'd now like to invite all our graduates to express their appreciation to the people who have supported them so much through their educational journey. Will the faculty members please rise? Graduates, a round of applause, please. Thank you. Would the family and friends of our graduates please rise? Our family and friends of the graduates, would you like to rise as well? Graduates, a round of applause for them. And now I'd like to invite our audience, faculty, and staff to join me in congratulating the graduates of 2014. So please remain standing during the recessional and wait until the graduates have left the performance hall before you exit. Mace Bear, University Registrar, will you please lead the recessional? I declare this convocation closed.